guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to share with you about my conscious fertility program for women. So also I'm going to share with you my story of how I became a mother. So welcome, and if you're watching me for the first time, my name is Patri, and I am an executive spiritual coach. I work with women. I have various programs that I offer, which group programs, one-on-one programs. I do offer one-on-one coaching programs, which are pretty amazing because we work on your custom to shifting your custom energy or custom vibration, and so I work with executives, corporate women, women aspiring leaders, executives. Did I say that already? To really get them to the next level, connecting to their true, authentic self, fearlessly and unapologetically, reaching their goals, being their true authentic vibration, in their authentic vibration. So this is how it works, guys. Whether I'm talking about the conscious fertility program or my confidence makeover program, this is how it works. The first thing that we will do is work on your mindset, because mindset is the biggest piece of it. We gotta have, before we even see in our lives, it has to be in our subconscious mind, in our energy field, in our vibration, in our frequency. And it all starts with reprogramming our subconscious mind. So this is it, guys. Anything we see in our lives, whether that's a health issue, relationship issue, a career, a financial status, or just aligning with your purpose, and you're not really connected to your reality, and you feel disconnected. Anything that you experience in your reality is a direct reflection of your own vibration. Okay, and your vibration or your frequency is determined by the food that you eat, the water that you drink, the air that you breathe in, your thoughts, your feelings, your belief systems. So all of this is contributing to your unique frequency, your unique signature, your energy signature. And whatever you put out in the universe, in your reality, you're going to be receiving that. You're going to be experiencing that, because it's all about experimenting and experiencing. This is an evolution. So this is a pretty amazing stuff. I've been working with this stuff for, oh my god, for so many years. I started learning doing this in my childhood when I watched the movie Matrix. By the way, that's the one that really got me thinking about this whole becoming a conscious creator. But I was really not sure of how it worked. I could create it, but I didn't really know how, until I had this big wake up call, a few years earlier, where I was in a corporate environment. I was in a very high profile, high pressure project. I was doing extremely well in my professional life. I was very ambitious, high achiever, high performer. I wanted to be the best, do the best, give the best to my clients, because I wanted to get promotions, climb up the ladder, and my relationships was pretty good. I married the love of my life, and it was pretty good. I had great social life. We had everything. We were comfortable. I was comfortable. So we had everything that we wanted, but yet I was very, very disconnected with myself. I would hang out with the friends, but I never felt that connection. It never felt real for me. It never felt that, what, this is like, this conversation is feeding my soul. It never felt. I would participate in talks of talking about movies, or things, or whatever, right? Food, shopping, but it never really gave me gave me the thing that I was actually craving for. I didn't know at that point what it was, so I was just feeling a bit of lack or void in my reality. And I would share that with my husband, but he really didn't get it. He really didn't understand what I was talking, because on paper I was doing extremely well. I was having everything that a successful person should have, but yet I was feeling the void inside my heart, and I couldn't really know what it was. I couldn't really express it myself. And also, I was very I've learned meditation since I was a baby, but over the time I kind of lost touch with it. I kind of lost I was lost in this outer world, creating my identity of who I am, creating the success that I thought would bring me value, would make me feel worthy, and I started going in that route. So one fine day, but over the time, what I saw was in the last 12 years that the 12 years that I was in the corporate world, I was getting physical problems. It didn't just happen; it was very gradual. So initially, it started off with headaches, tension headaches, stress headaches, shoulder pain. Oh my gosh, I had extreme amount of shoulder pain. I would pop Tylenol like crazy. And then I got into migraines, which I never had, and suddenly the migraine got triggered. I had to quit chocolates, quit caffeine, which I was, the coffee. I was a big addict to coffee, so I had to quit coffee one fine day because my headaches were getting worse. I had to take care of my food, because if I do not eat on time, I would get a headache. And again, I would go back to my Tylenol, popping Tylenol, or Motrin, and then sleep. If I didn't sleep properly, it would affect me. So really, I was forced to take care of my body, take care of myself, and it was not a very comfortable place to be in. It was not very convenient for me because headaches were very frequent. Shoulder pain was extreme. Shoulder pain, I would, again, the only thing I would resort to is going to take medicine, and massage. Nothing would help it. I just had to go through it. So things physically started getting worse, and also, as I said, I was feeling that lack or void in my social life. I was not really happy having those friends. It didn't really feel authentic to me. It didn't really feel, and I didn't know what it was. And then I and my husband, we decided to have a family. And what happened was, we were trying for kids. It didn't happen. So, and also my traveling, I was in a traveling job, so me traveling and he was traveling too at that time, it did not help with the timings. So, and the time we had, we either ended up fighting, or it didn't really, we didn't make the best use of it. So it was getting a little frustrating. Like, things are not working out, it is not happening, and I am used to having everything that I want. And this was pretty new for me, that we are working so hard and it's not happening. So, well, fast forwarding, then I went and got checked up with a fertility expert. I said, you know what, it's been 3 years now, let's just go and see what's happening. Let's just see, at least we know if there is a problem or not. So we just went ahead and took an appointment and went. Oh my gosh, this doctor was amazing. I just loved her. It was in New Jersey. So anyways, we went to her and she told us, so she gave us a bunch of tests. We did those tests and she told me that after having the test, it was, both my husband and me, we went through the test, and I think all his reports were pretty normal, and my report came out that I had blocks in my tubes. So basically, if you understand female anatomy, the eggs come from your ovaries, and they get into the fallopian tubes, and the sperm gets in there, and the fertilization happens there, and the fertilized embryo drops into your uterus, and it gets implanted. So this is the basic anatomy. I don't want to bore you more with this, but so my tubes are stuck, so the chance of having either the sperm entering the tube, or the even if it enters the embryo to fall into the uterus, there's a very very low chance of having that. So so the doctor suggested two options: IUI, intrauterine insemination, or IVF, in vitro fertilization. And she told me about the chances, about how much I have, and she said that, with all the levels of hormones that I was tested and everything, looking at the whole big picture, she said, you know what, and at my age, and the results when compared to the age my age women, it was pretty low. So the chances were pretty low even with an IVF. But and if you have done IUI, it would have been very low. So I decided at that moment that I was going to go with IVF, because I wanted to give the best chance to myself, and I don't want to be looking into options and trying them, hoping they work, and when we know that it has less chances. So I decided I was going to go with IVF, and somehow it was just annoying in me, and that's how I normally make decisions. Is I just know it. Well, my husband was pretty nervous, because this is something that we heard, as back in India. I am from India, as test tube babies, and we just heard about it, but we really didn't know much about it. None of my family members have, if they have done, they haven't shared with us, so we didn't really have a background or information about it. So he was pretty nervous. So he went home, he started googling, he started looking into things and reading stuff, and he got, oh my god, he got nervous. And because of he was very concerned about my the side effects that is going to affect me. So he was very concerned about my health, and we discussed, and so we decided that it's going to be IVF. Now, so we went, and I told the doctor, you know what, I'm ready, let's do it. And then we talked about various options and all of that. We get into details in probably another video. But anyways, so here is the deal, guys. This is, for me, it is just one shot. I didn't want to go through this again to have a baby. I just wanted to do one shot, and I spoke to one of a contact I received who has done IVF, and I spoke to her, and she was like, oh my gosh, she went through it like 6 times, 7 times, and probably the 8th time it worked. And everybody who the people that we shared this information, they were preparing me for preparing, if there is a failure, you know what, it happens. This doesn't just happen one time, so you have to be patient. So, but for me, I decided it is a success. I decided it was going to be a success. I decided I was going to be a mother. I am a mother. And this was the wake-up call for me to really get back to my roots, to really go back to what I've learned. So I went back to my roots, in the sense that I decided, first thing is, I decided I am a mother. I decided I am a mother. I decided that it is going to be a success, and I was committed to do everything in my power to make it happen, to make it, to give it success. So there it was. I was still in a very high profile pressure project. It was the most stressful environment you can imagine. The client was extremely stressful. It was not helping. You for all this process, you want to be in a very stress-free environment, but it was the opposite. I was in an extremely stressful environment, not an ideal situation to have going through this process. I was working pretty hard. I was, again, as I said, I was ambitious. I was a high performer, all of that stuff. And with the relationship also, we were having little issues, but yet we stuck together. And that was really, really a big support for me, that my husband was supporting me in every step. So that was very important, for this to be a success, as you have your partner on board, and you doing it together with one intention was, I think, is the foundation for all of this to happen. It amplifies. Okay, so as I mentioned, so you can see that it was not an ideal situation. It was a very toxic environment. It wasn't working out. My social life, as I said, I was still feeling the void. I didn't know what, but I decided to focus on my health, focus on this particular aspect of my life, and I gave everything. I know things are not perfect in other areas of my life, but I decided to not focus on that and focus on what I have at hand. And so I started exploring stuff. I started working. I knew, I knew about all the stuff like affirmations, law of attractions, all the stuff I knew, but I never really done that seriously. I worked with it, but I never really, let's just put that into motion as a recipe, as a process. So this is when I started. So I started learning about law of attraction, started learning about affirmations, how to work with them. Now, what I've learned is this. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it is about our mindset. It has to be a winner mindset. You have to completely believe you already have it, because you know what? Everything exists. Everything exists. We just have to tune our vibration to match or what we want to experience in life. We just have to match it. So it's not about lack. So we need to shift from a mindset of lack to that of having. You can't have and want at the same time. You can either have or you can either want. If you are wanting, you keep wanting. So we need to shift. So for me, the idea was to shift from that lack, that I don't have a baby, I don't have this, to that of having. So it is a mindset thing. It is the tools that I used was affirmations. Oh my gosh. I would write down my affirmations. I would put my closet door. So to get to the bathroom from our bedroom, yeah, I have to go through a closet. The closet first comes in the bathroom. So on the closet door, I printed, asked my husband, I went and researched on Google. Oh my goodness, I went down the rabbit hole. I researched and I took few affirmations. At that point, there was not much, and now you see a lot of stuff. I took the affirmations and I wanted very custom. So I learned how to do that. You have to be very specific, very precise, very clear in your intention to have, results. So I printed that out. I wrote them, I got them printed with colors. I love colors. So I printed that. I asked my husband to print that out and get it to me. So I stuck it like in big words. I stuck it all over the door. I took a piece of tape and I put it all over the wall. So my intention was every time I get to the closet or to the bathroom, I would stop, take a minute, read them, and then go in. So there is no count that I wouldn't say read 1 time, 2 times, or 3 times. Read any time you get there. You're infusing that mindset. You're reprogramming your subconscious mind to believe that, and repetition is the key. The key to program a subconscious mind is repetition. So we keep saying it, and elevating our emotions, feeling it in our body, in our emotions, in our heart, because that is the key. When intention and your emotion are aligned, you broadcast that information through your magnetic energy, your field, your torus. And that gets amplified and it gets into the holographic universe. So it's about really feeling it. It's a practice. It's not going to happen overnight, and you need to know exact steps of how to work with it to get results. So I started working with them. I started creating that mindset. I started not participating in any conversations of lack in any form or shape. No jobs, whatever, it is difficult to get pregnant, whatever, any kind of discussions. No, it's about living in abundance, being in the flow of abundance. And of course, I was meditating. Meditating is the foundation. That is a must. So you connect to the source. You're taking energy from the source, and you're having that power to to make this happen. You're infusing that power into your manifestation. And I started researching about crystals. That's when I was working with it, but again, as I said, I was not very serious about it. So I got into crystals, I researched about it, I learned how they worked. I was very, very focused, and I brought all those elements working with crystals, crystal grids. I activated them. I was working with pyramids. Pyramids are my go-to because this is something that I grew up with, learning about it, and I started researching more about it. And I also researched about the Russian pyramids at that point. So I really got into all the stuff, and one by one, one led to one led to one, and I got into energy work. I was always sensitive to energies, but I never really knew the techniques on how to harness that and focus into healing. So I took energy healing courses. I got trained with different masters. I worked with radionics. I worked with crystal healing, sound healing, hands-on healing. And I was going into acupuncture. So really, I turned every stone. I didn't leave one stone. And slowly it was, I could, every time I go to the doctor and she would check my blood pressure, she would be like, oh my God, you're not stressed at all. Remember, when you get into a clinic of an IVF, you will see women over there sitting all around who are very anxious, who are very scared, who are very hopeful, who are very in anxiety, and those energies are going to be affecting you if you're not in coherence, if you're not in balanced way. They are going to be affecting. So it's very important to take care of ourselves energetically. But all the things that I've done really helped. And well, I became a mother in the first go round, which was a huge success. And I've done again the second time to have another baby. So I have two kids, two healthy, beautiful kids, who are my angels, and my whole and who were the triggers for my whole transformation, for my whole awakening. And that's when I knew, oh my gosh, we are the powerful co-creators of this universe. We can have everything that we want. We just have to believe in ourselves and live in creative mode, not in the survival mode, in the creative mode, and things will manifest in our lives. So here I am now. I've started this program, Conscious Fertility program, for women who are going through IVF or who are going to start the process, to support them in their journey, to give them success, this is a program that will give you everything that I worked with, every recipe, every tool. It is going to be a super powerful. I will be your coach or mentor or guide or friend, whatever that is, in your journey, to be with you, to go along with you. Maybe you don't have anybody to talk to. Maybe you don't have anyone to really ask questions, or get that support that you need. And that is what I am offering in this program, is complete support. And all the tools that we have, the mindset, we work on the mindset, we work on your vibration, we work on the tools, bringing them together, activating them together, and prepare you for success. So guys, if this is something that is resonating with you, I urge you, or you're in the process of starting your IVF, or getting to maybe you're thinking about it, this is the best time to reach out to me, because this is going to complement in whatever medical process that you're doing. It is going to put everything, you're going to approach it holistically. It's not just about the physical body, the mechanism of it, but it's also aligning your energies, your vibration, to match of what you want to experience or what you want to become. So thank you for watching, guys, and visit my website paripatri.com to learn more about this program. And I'm going to put a link below to start to connect with me, book a call with me, so we can talk about your goals and where you are, what's going on, and how to get there. Thank you so much, guys. I love you, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.